And now at 10, a stretch of Moody Road in Enfield has been closed since early this morning, filled with state police as an investigation is underway. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden. So far, authorities have not said what prompted the investigation. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi has the latest.
Yeah, well, this investigation turned into a nearly 12-hour operation on Moody Road Thursday. Now, Enfield police did confirm there was no threat to the public, and the roads are now back open. A long stretch of Moody Road remained closed between Elm Street and North Maple Street in Enfield after Connecticut State Police and several other entities conducted an investigation since early Thursday morning. And now roads are back open. In this video from early in the day, we see investigators collecting evidence and conducting several tests throughout the day. At one point in the afternoon, 2 tow trucks arrived and took away a pickup truck and a vehicle. Drivers were seen in and out of the road, and some even had to turn around due to the road closure. The same property was also searched in November of 2021 in connection with the death of a man found in Summers. At this point, it is unclear what prompted this long day investigation. Again, police said there was no threat to the public, and this is a developing story, so we'll bring you the latest as we gather more. In Enfield, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
Valerie, thank you. A 20-year-old man was killed in a shooting last night in Hartford. Police say they found Richard Williams dead inside a car on North Canaan Street. One of our reporters counted more than 10 bullet holes in that car. Police are still looking for the shooter or shooters tonight. We are currently under a weather impact alert due to the heat. It is definitely hot out there, but we had some thunderstorms move through tonight. Could that break the humidity? Well, Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with the answer and more. Rach?
Unfortunately, no. The humidity is going to be sticking around, and it is sky high and tropical out there tonight. But those hit or miss thunderstorms did at least help temporarily cool off the temperature, and we'll see them again tomorrow afternoon and evening and over the weekend. But they're hit or miss. Some towns get a downpour and others stay completely dry. Notice there are a few more showers and storms to the west of us, so I can't rule out that we see a straggler or two in here overnight. Again, it would be all welcome after today's heat. And we do everything all over again tomorrow. So a weather impact alert is in effect 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's during the peak heating of the day. It could feel like up between 95 to near triple digits. So whatever you did to stay cool, we're playing it again for Friday. Here's a look at the current temperature in the mid-70s to right around 80 degrees. And overnight lows will stay in the 70s as we head towards daybreak. Tomorrow, hot, humid, and the chance for a hit or miss shower or storm in the afternoon and evening. The weekend still hot. We're going to talk more about when we break the heat. Your full forecast is coming up. Brent.
The race to represent Connecticut's 1st congressional district is underway. Incumbent Congressman John Larson faces multiple challengers for the first time in decades. Fox 61's Annette Montgomery talks with all the candidates about why they feel they are the best person to represent the district.
With less than a week until primary day, the 4 candidates in the running to represent Connecticut's 1st congressional district are offering voters very different reasons to send them to Congress.
Everywhere I go in this district, people know who's the #1 fighter for Social Security. They also know, because all 27 towns from Heartland to Hartford have all benefited with the projects that we have been able to bring home, with the infrastructure money they've been able to receive. And that's why we're going back, and that's why I believe that I'll be elected.
Our country's in crisis. We've got a president who is out of control. You've got costs going through the roof. You've got ICE out of control. And I want to see a Democratic Party that's bringing a whole different kind of energy to this fight right now. We just can't keep doing the same thing when the stakes are so high. I want to see my party step up and recognize that this is a moment when we've got to be bolder about bigger changes that we need.
I am the only candidate in this race with professional and lived experiences with those issues. I am a formerly undocumented immigrant from Haiti at a time when immigrants are being demonized. I'm the only person in this race who worked her way into the middle class during the past decade when the middle class in this country has been shrinking. My work as a trust and estate attorney gives me deep expertise.
I've served in the state legislature for 8 years and have strong advocacy skills, the ability to build coalitions, and I know what it takes to get a bill passed through a committee and across the finish line. I think right now our country is bought by billionaires and corporations at the expense of everyone else, and I'm running to represent the people.
And for those voters who still haven't made up their minds, here's what each candidate wants you to know before you cast your ballot.
I think my social work skills, my experience in the legislature, and my belief that these seats are really meant to push for change, that's what I bring to Washington, and I want to serve you.
For the first time in 28 years, this district has a choice to choose who represents us in Congress. And the choice is clear. We can choose someone who represents real change and can bring a missing perspective to Congress so that we can pass laws that are better, that uplift all communities, not just a few.
No, I've said throughout this campaign, I respect Congressman Larson, but these were not meant to be lifetime jobs. We need that new energy, those new perspectives in Washington, especially at a moment like this when things are so broken.
Probably aware I'm the author in the state of the first family and medical leave bill in the country. We're trying to get paid leave at the federal level as well, along with Rosa DeLauro. That's what's important. But I'll be going back as the chairman of the Social Security Subcommittee.
And keep in mind, Tuesday, August 11th is primary day, with polls open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. In studio, Annette Montgomery, Fox 61.
And with just days until primary day, officials are warning voters about a phishing scam making the rounds right now. There are no reported cases right here in Connecticut, but voters in several states have received fake emails urging them to verify their registration. The links pressure people with threats of losing their voting rights and then steals their personal information. Officials are reminding all of us to never share personal information through email or text.
These scams that we're warning about are not impacting anything like changing votes or trying to see how people are voting or interfere with the voting process per se, but they know it's election season, and when something comes in marked urgent, people might stop and or click before stopping to think.
Now, cybersecurity officials at the federal, state, and local levels are all involved in maintaining election integrity, and they say they will be on the lookout for any of these scams. Well, the Hartford Police Department is looking for more people to join its team. Throughout the year, it's been preparing officers for the hiring process. Fox 61's Kayla Cade takes us inside the training.
It's the road to success here at Weaver Park. Hartford police officers are helping new candidates train before the hiring process begins.
Up 5, up 6.
Behind every Hartford police badge,
Off 2 feet, land down 2 feet,
is a journey filled with discipline
let's go. Up, up, up.
and determination.
We come out here every day, we train.
Officers like Sergeant Stephen Austin are here to help along the way.
It means the world to me because now I know I've had an impact.
It's part of the police department's HPD Next program.
We've taken an effort to make sure that all the candidates can make it through the initial phase of becoming an entry-level police officer. And that includes the physical assessment, the written exam, and the oral board.
Austin says the biggest obstacle some candidates have in the hiring process is the physical requirement.
Many of them have never done anything since high school gym class. And now we're out here, we're working with them in a CrossFit style training.
Candidates like Kayla Cruz and James Cadet train with the officers at Weaver Park.
This is a pretty much good program.
Training actually helped me with my mental, and it helped me like stop a lot of negative things like that I wanted to stop doing.
Cruz says all this hard work is for her child.
Because my child is like a youth that is like, she wants to be like in the streets or whatnot, and I'm trying to like do everything in my power so I can trying to direct her out.
Sergeant Austin says recruitment has been a challenge, but they are reaching out to people who want to be a positive change in the community they serve.
We can only be the change that we want to see.
And the first step is taking part in the HPD Next program to help you prepare.
We need a lot of people to help out in the community, and if you think that you're the one to like bring the community up, come join.
Out and visit us, come out here to the track, work out with us. If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do like it, come back and tell a friend.
Sergeant Austin says most of the people in this program have made it on the job. Free training sessions are offered all year round. Visit fox61.com for more information. In Hartford, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
Well, state police are accusing a Thompson man of stealing more than $33,000 from his own church. Bruce Hall turned himself in on a larceny charge. Police say Hall served on the Restricted Funds Committee at Thompson Congressional Church, giving him access to the church's accounts. And investigators say he used that access to write checks to himself and his business. A road rage incident has a Bridgeport man facing charges of threatening in the first degree by displaying a firearm, 3 counts of risk of injury to a minor, and reckless driving. It all happened on Route 8 and Route 25 northbound when the driver of a minivan, Jeffrey Garrett, allegedly cut off an SUV carrying 3 children. After Garrett began driving aggressively, the driver of the SUV told police he feared for their safety. He then told police he saw Garrett point a gun at him. Police reviewed dash cam footage and placed Garrett under arrest. He has been released on a $20,000 cash bond and is due in court on August 24th. A part of Route 68 in Naugatuck was closed earlier today because of a crash involving a moped. It happened near Locust Street and Picture Lane, and police say that's where a moped and car crashed around 11:30 this morning. The moped rider was hospitalized, but they didn't say how serious the injuries are. The investigation is ongoing. State hazmat teams spent the wee hours of the morning cleaning up a spill in Middletown. Just after 10 last night, Westfield officials found a 53-foot trailer spilling liquid toward a storm drain. The leak had a small vapor cloud overhead. And according to officials, the trailer contained a large amount of hydrochloric acid. They immediately got local and state hazardous materials and environmental protection teams on scene. Cleanup was completed at 2:45 a.m. Because of the remote location, no evacuations were needed and no injuries were reported.